What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for clicking on this video. I appreciate it. We're getting right into Season 8 of the Birmingham Stampede. A lot of big changes coming through. First off, right off the bat, we're going to take a look at a couple defensemen that I'm thinking of. Yes, they're two-way defensemen, but they're top two defensemen, two-way defenders, and they do throw the body, which is a main concern. If we go look at physicals right here, 4 stars, we are obviously not Dahlin or Heskinen. Schaefer is definitely the top one. Yes, he's 6'3". He can throw the body. He does have over 130 or 160 hits. 130 hits, definitely top of our list. And if we could swing it any other way, we can try to get Byron from the Flyers, but he is in conference with us, so that is going to be a lot more difficult. And Alan Harvey, though, these three guys are on the top of my list to try to get into this team here. So we're with the trades, we are going to try to get as much draft capital in, and then help use it to get those guys. Will it work? We're going to try. If not, we have a lot of draft capital to trade uh, in the future. But if we're looking at contracts, excuse me, McDavid, it's time. It's time for him to. It's time for to part ways. Like we tried our best, and I don't want to have him drop even more in the next upcoming season. I mean, 100 points is nothing to look at, to blink an eye at. It's just we we tried to win with him. We tried, and it just wasn't working. And it's time to move on. You know, let him try to win somewhere. And as right now, the only team is the Blackhawks that he will agreed to trade to, and Kachuk, Bruins, Caps, and Jets. So it looks like Winnipeg for him. If not, we'll go back to the other two teams. Rasmus Anderson, same thing for him. I mean, he has 30 teams. You know, we can pick and choose wherever, and he's one of the teams is the Blues, so we will use him for that trade. But as of right now, you know, we're semi-cleaning house. I mean, technically, Farabee, he is a really good second line, third line defender. Backer is definitely a first line guy. It's just I really need him to get some stats up, puck skills or senses for his overall to go up to play on that first line. But if we get somebody like Schaefer, that is going to be a awesome first line, and then we'll still have Schneider and Farabee on the second line, which is real deep, and then whoever we get to fill in the third line. Forwards, I went over it last episode. We have our three at least right here. We have Johnston, Claxton, and Pedersen. This on the right side. Ablocator's eventually gonna get up here. We can bring up Villy. I mean, he's a grinder. He worked perfectly on the fourth line. I mean, it's why not? Let's use what we have here. I mean, I'm bringing up Seneca. I'm putting him on the first line immediately. We need him to grow as best as possible, especially on that first line. So Kachuk will be going. I mean, I can keep him for a year, but I don't want Claxton as a medium elite to just be sitting on the third line. I mean, that's just, I don't believe that. I mean, he does shoot a good amount, so maybe we can ask him to work on his shooting skills. Same thing for Pedersen. I mean, he's a little bit more playmaky, less shots. So we'll see with that. And centers, obviously. Fantilli, I'm going to just look around. I mean, yeah, he could still be our second line center, but just not shopping around. I'm just curious, so I'll be looking around. We still have Jess down there. We got Barlow. We got Remp. You know, we still have a few people in the system, but right now it's cleaning house of the top lines. I know I've talked way too much. Let's look at the draft here, see what's on here. I mean, there's really nobody other than Hamonic, we can try to trade up for. I mean, it says he plays like Milan Lucic. I mean, 6'5", that is perfect, but we already have a couple right wingers. I don't want to overload the right side. I mean, I wish he was a lefty. I mean, we can try to go up for Rob Weeman. I mean, that's a great name. NHL ready. It doesn't say who he's similar to. I mean, his physical stats are A-. I mean, it's a pretty good lineup here. I mean, top three. I forgot who's up there, but I mean, there's no way we can get that. Coco. That's how I'm just saying it. He could be a medium elite. He could be a top six or top four defenseman. Right now, he's a defensive defenseman. That could be somebody else we get up. Who knows? Honestly, I don't know who, but it doesn't look like it's a deep draft. I mean, there's a couple elite goalies we can get with later picks to help us. I mean, we got a possible grinder over here on the left side, two-way forward who's 6'4" that we could possibly get depending on if they're still there. But other than that, there's, the scouts, we have one guy here, but he's a playmaker, so obviously can't do that. Going over it, let's get right into the entry draft here. Let's see, once again, who's got the top few picks here once the game decides to load. It would have been perfect. The Sabres want to get rid of their second overall pick here. I mean, how much cap space do they have? Not much. Only like $4 million. Players that they're interested in getting rid of. Popov. I mean, nobody of significance, especially contract-wise. So it would be extremely difficult to try to get that pick. Out this year, our draft picks, I mean, we got one first, a second, third, fourth, fifth. Like, we pretty much have a pick each round. But by that time, a lot of these guys are going to be away. Where did Chicago go? Where are they? They made it pretty far, yeah, 28th. So, as of right now, let's offer a trade. Let's go on over to the Blackhawks here. All right, McDavid, it's time. I am going to retain half of his salary. I mean, we are going to have a good amount of space, and it's only for a year, so let's help out Chicago because they do need to re-sign Bedard. So boom, half of his salary. So he has a 1 year, $7 million salary with Chicago. I am not going to get their pick this year. It will be next year's first, the 33rd. Or you know what? How about this? Next year's pick, 34, and we'll take this year's pick. So 3 first-rounders. I mean, I know I can get more for McDavid as of right now. Just 3 first-rounders. Who do they have in net? We can't get any of these guys. I mean, they also have a really good prospect on the goalie side. Korchinski can't get offensive defenseman. Levshunov, offensive defenseman. Everson, I mean, we could get him. Not really physical. He's just a big body. This is what I'm thinking the trade is. Yeah, 4 first-rounders is a lot. But McDavid, he, I mean, pairing up McDavid with, I mean, you're going to pair him up with Bedard, pretty much. You know, him and Bedard, you have Marner. They have a pretty decent forward core, but, I mean, pairing those guys up, and you have Kadri who's coming up. You still have Levshunov for a couple, not really a couple years, but like for 1 more year. They could absolutely go on a tear with this team. Like next year is definitely like they're all in, and yes, 4 first-rounders is a lot, but I mean this is pretty much a second round pick at the end of this year, a first-rounder this year, 28th overall Is this a lot? Probably, but McDavid is McDavid still. He still has his elite potential, and I've seen him carry it up until he's like 38 in this game. But it's time to part ways. McDavid, if this trade goes through, thank you very much. If not, I'll take away one of these first rounders. But Rupert, I'll be trading for. Ed Man, he is a 6'4" grinder down the middle who is a top 6, so that could help us out in, I don't know, maybe a year or two. But thank you very much, McDavid. You were a true captain of this team. We tried very hard with you, but we just couldn't get through. Is he going to Chicago? Trade is accepted. I almost feel guilty saying yes to this deal, as I figure Chicago is making out like gangbusters here compared to you. But we have 4 first-round picks. Thank you very much, McDavid. It was a pleasure having you on this team. Now, Kachuk, it is time for his move. Bruins, Capitals, and Jets. Let's see who they have available. So, no. All right, let's go. Bruins, they have who? What do they have on this team? Do I really want to go up against him? No, but they don't have a top left winger. Let's look at forwards here. Him and Natchez on the top line, that would be crazy. I wouldn't want to come up against this team. So, going to pause that. We have the Capitals, who have Buse, Tuck, Strome still. All right, Dubois. Or do we go back to the team that bounced us in the finals? I mean, they have a couple of left wingers already. They have a center, right wing. They have a first line already, pretty much. Ehlers on the second there. They don't have I don't think they have enough cap space. Let's take a look here. Kachuk. Oh yeah, that goes way over. That goes over $6 million. All right. What about the Caps? The Caps I think they will have just enough. Boston is a team that makes sense. They say they're sellers. It says they truly don't want him, but it's the team that has the cap space for the team, and putting him on this team will make them a first line with Natchez, Bargat. I know I'm butchering that just a little bit. Xavier Bargat, and that would be a really good first line for the Bruins, going up against them for the next few years. They do have McPherson, who is a good defensive defenseman. So that, I mean, they have the tools to grow just for forward core. That will complete a first line for them. It would be a really good first line, but other than that, they have nobody else to really build the team around. So that's why I would be moving him there. Yes, going up against him will suck. All right, this is the trade as of right now. I mean, 3 first rounders. It might go through. It looks a bit even. I'm giving up Jess as well. They want him, and honestly, I think it's time to move on from him as well. Yeah, we could use him on the bottom line, but he's had a really good seasons for the first 3 seasons. Yeah, minus player, but it's time to. I feel like it's time to move on from him. I mean, we didn't really use him much in the previous season. Yeah, we did use him, but like, he's a low elite. It's just time to move on from him. Flyers, they make a really terrible choice there. 3 first rounders. I might be able to squeeze out an extra, like, I don't know, second rounder or third. I don't want to go too overboard with the asking price, but it is somebody that is a rival with us. So a third rounder for this year, that might be too much. But Kachuk, thank you for your 3 seasons with us, 3 or 4 seasons with us. It's been awesome, but the injuries really killed it. And I mean, it's not your fault. It's just trying to capitalize on your trade value before it's too late. If this trade goes through, thank you. If not, we'll work it out somehow, some way, another way, or whatever. Three first rounders and a third. Does it go through? Trade rejected. No problem. How about just 3 firsts? Okay. I will take away the the 33 and have 32 and 35, but I do want a second rounder this year. How about that? A second rounder this year and 2 firsts for Kachuk and Chung. Trade accepted. All right. Not bad. I probably could have got just a smidge more, but that's it. Thank you, Kachuk. And now looking at Boston's forward core, Kachuk, Natchez, and Barlow, not bad. And then a second line already of 2 young top players. So, not bad. They can just get another one. They have a pretty good top 6. And then you have, where is he? Damn. No, I passed him already. Where is he? Jess, he's up there already. So they have a little bit of depth there. And then let's go look over at Chicago, how that is looking. I mean, if they play this line, that is an absolutely nasty, dirty, filthy, disgusting line. McDavid, Marner, and Bedard. Yeah, that's pretty damn good. So, with that done, St. Louis, here we go. Let's see if we can work this trade out. Defenseman Rasmus Anderson, you guys do want him. You guys don't want to give up Schaefer, but we can entice you with our first round pick this year. We have 2 first rounds next year that aren't us. I'm going to keep Chicago's. No, not next year, because next year they might be really bad. No, next year they're going to be really good. It's the 33. I don't have any 33 first rounders. That is kind of funny. That is probably the one I should have went for, but that is actually pretty funny. So I have no 33s. All right. I definitely have 34s. 32s, no 33s. That was the year I was really going for. I went 34 instead. Okay. 34 instead. We do have 35. Okay. And 36. So, 36, we have Chicago. That's 1. We'll get rid of that one. 34 is also Chicago. 35 is the Bruins. No 33s, which is kind of funny. We have Chicago's next year, which I have a feeling they are going to be bad next year. Or no, really good this upcoming season. And I will give you Chicago's 28th pick this year. So, actually, no, I will give you my pick this year. So, 2 of the picks that we got from Chicago. Let's try this out. Anderson for Schaefer. I give 2 first rounders for the next 2 years, Chicago and my pick, and a prospect goalie, because they don't have any prospect goalies. So we'll be helping them out there. Yes, am I taking away one of their defensemen? I mean, it is their top defenseman. But this team needs a bit of a rebuild. Like Buchnevich, it's time for them to trade him. Michelli, it's probably time to move on from him. Thomas, I mean, he's still in his prime. I just think this team needs a little bit of a rebalance, retool-ish. So, yes, he is their top player. 2 first rounders over the next 2 years, a prospect goalie, and Anderson, who could help out with that retool. I mean, their buyer. I could also be screwing this up completely. But we are 8 years in, and honestly, why not? And how about this? How about we give them an extra second rounder from 33. So 33, we have absolutely no draft picks, but we can also recoup some of those. So 2 firsts, the second, elite goalie, prospect goalie, and Rasmus Anderson for Schaefer. Trade accepted. This is really good. deal for us in St. Louis, and honestly, I have no problem overpaying that just as we did because as of right now, looking at defensemen, I mean, we can have Schneider on that first line, or we have Schaefer, Backer on that first line, Furvey, and Schneider. Hannafin, I mean, I'm going to let him walk. So we have that. Now we have our 3 right wingers ready, set to go. We have Coley and Seneca ready to go. Forwards, right now, I'm not going to make any trade. Fantilli, I'm going to wait and see who's around. Not going to make any more trades here. So, I mean, the only other trade I would be thinking is Logan Thomas, but I'm going to wait to see who's on free agency before I do any type of move with that. And also, he has a bunch of teams that I could trade him to. So, I'm not worried about any of that. Let's get into the draft. As of right now, the first few picks was Smith. I'm sure you've seen it, but Smith, offensive defenseman for the Ducks. Kang, sniper for Buffalo. Weeman, two-way defenseman. Wyman, I'm probably butchering that. Two-way forward, excuse me, for the Islanders. Clymer, I mean, that's just a bad pick from the Flyers. I mean, they messed up on an 81 overall Hamonic, the guy I honestly wouldn't mind to have. And then Pascal, a two-way center for the Predators. Let's go to the 28th overall pick for us. We have 3 minutes. That's more than enough time to go down. See any steals late in the first or in the top? No, it's not that deep of a draft, it looks like. Downey, not bad. A medium sniper for Calgary. Let's make our pick here. Who is available right now? Any top players ready and available? Top 6? No, not for a first rounder. Top 9 two-way forward? No, that kind of sucks. We can possibly get a two-way forward, Crane. Possible he's a low elite. Let's just mark that low elite for that. It's possible he's probably not. We could get Lundberg. How many years? 3 years as a Dano Chara type. Maybe. Who is the best available for scouted wise? Winchester. I mean, I can get him next round. The people we have watched, it's Crane, or I mean, I can get Winchester later. I can also get Morrison later in the draft. So we are going to roll with, what's his name? Troy Crane out of the Flint Firebirds. 3 years, Mike Modano, two-way forward. What is he? Playmaker. Nice. Okay. Player info. How tall is he? 5'11". Yeah, he's a playmaker. Unless he's a hitter. That kind of sucks for us. I knew that was going to happen. Anybody? Ooh, Murray. That was a steal of a pick. Two-way defenseman. Anybody? Any good steals? No. Any steals at the end of the first round? Also, who 18th pick? What did they pick? Hang on a second. For the Blues got a top 6 power forward, so that works for them. Another good prospect for them. Yeah, is it elite? No, but it is a good pick for them. All right, let's make our pick here. We do need a left winger. We do need that. I could get Lundberg because I do have. No way, I traded away my second rounder. Let's see here. Do I have my other second rounder? I do. It looks like the 50th pick. Or is it? Yeah, I do have that second rounder. So you know what? Where is it? I will take Lundberg, a top 4 defensive defenseman. Not bad. I will take that. 64 overall. He may or may not come to anything. Stewart, a low sniper for Detroit. Not bad. Butterfly. Damn. Oh. Wow. That's the highest I've seen a goalie. Wow, that is a generational talent there. Great goalie skating. All right, they found Patrick Waugh. Wow, I was going to pick him in the 3rd round if he was still there. I missed out on the two-way forward Lexi. Calls man scouts. This is why I wanted to do my own due diligence of scouting. I am not going to miss up on Winchester. He's probably going to be a top 6 if I'm lucky. Top 9. Great. Definitely going to the next pick and picking one of those goalies. One of them probably got picked already, but damn, a 73 overall goalie? Wow, that is pretty good. Another butterfly goalie. Medium elite 101. Let's just take him. Why not? Vatanen. Peter Vatanen, 6'3", not bad. Butterfly goalie, same as the other guy, but 9 overalls less. But a medium elite nonetheless. Anybody else good? Anybody else a steal? Garlardi, a low elite playmaker for the Islanders, not bad for them. But damn, a 73 overall goalie, that is crazy. Wow. We'll keep an eye on him. We will definitely keep an eye on him, how he progresses over the next year. Jacobs, a two-way forward, low elite, good for them. Hybrid goalie Weissman, 51 overall. All right, not bad. Let's just get to our next pick, 112. We need more left wingers, but let's see who's still available out of anything here. Another decent goalie out of Russia. Kerman, I'll probably hold off on that. Dowd, Colby Dowd, a sniper. Could it be true? Could it be not? 6'2". Curry Card. Maybe. Or Morrison. No, let's go Card. I don't know if he's an elite or anything. It says he's possibly a two-way forward. Sniper. Another sniper. Damn it. All right. That's not working for us. I mean, it's... Ooh, an enforcer. Oh, okay. Very cool. Definitely going to try to get one of those. Definitely going to pick Morrison now. Oh, why not? Let's see what he is. A playmaker, low elite. All right, well, we definitely are going to have a decent amount of depth, you would say, as in prospects. Going to take Kerman. Why not? You can use him to trade a hybrid medium elite goalie and our 7th round pick. Maybe we can find an enforcer. Will they have it? Let's see. An enforcer. Honestly, it should be the first thing that pops up. Enforcer. Let's see. 5'8". No. 6'7". Who's the heaviest guy? This guy. Damian May. Honestly, he wasn't going to get drafted, but could he be a enforcer? Possibly. Damian May, let's go. 6'7", 248, center, enforcer, low bottom 6. That is pretty cool. All right, Roger McCrean has accepted his extension from what I gave him in the last episode. I'm just honestly really curious on what Montreal's position's looking like. I mean, they should have an amazing squad just in depth-wise. I mean, they really don't need a goalie. They have Ravenbergen. I mean, they have him. They now have this guy that is just absolutely crazy, and he comes with an X factor already. Raphael Dano. I know I'm butchering that. I'm going to keep an eye on him over the next year, see how he progresses. I mean, defensemen, they have 3 elite guys here. Solane, I mean, offensive defenseman. They got Lane Hudson, another one, and Harvey. I mean, they have 3 amazing defensemen. They have Gould, they have Markstrom, a defensive defenseman. Like, Montreal is that team. I mean, they still have Caulfield, they have O'Connor, they have Slavaski. I mean, I know I butchered that. I'm just saying it fast. They have Eichel, Suzuki. They have to re-sign Dak. I mean, this team, I would say this team is a contender. They have a lot of good positions there. Coaching staff, I don't think anybody I have to rehire other than a couple guys down here in the AHL, which, I mean, Hedman, how are you doing as a coach? Not bad. Ovechkin, not bad as a coach. I mean, I'll rehire you. I'll look for a better goalie coach down there to help our guys grow, but we have 2.4 million to spend, so why not 1 mil for you? Goalie coach, I will just look for somebody better. Scouts, I mean, you guys aren't finding the gems for me on your own, which kind of sucks. Even though they are some of the best scouts that you can get in this game. Now for the re-signing. All right, Heinfeld, thank you, but it's time for you to move on. Let's sign Vatanen, our one elite goalie that we got this year, and the other Kerman. I am just a goalie factory farm over here, getting the best possible goalies. Cracknell, I mean, either he's going to be a backup this year or he's starting in the AHL. How did he do last year? Not bad, so he definitely is going to get more time. Noah Hannafin does not want to resign here. I don't mind that. 34, he's the top 4 defenseman. He wants 1 year at 7 mil. I don't mind releasing him. Off you go. We have our 4 defensemen here. Joseph. Maybe you might just be a 7th defenseman. 3 mil for that. I don't know just yet. Maybe I might want to bring a Billick or Johansson. Gapter and Solberg. What do we have coming up here? Thorne. I'm going to release you anyway. Khan, defensive defenseman. Let's actually sign the other defenseman, defensive defenseman. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so we have 6 defensemen down there already. Khan, I can release you. Gapter, I'll bring you back. I mean, you might just be the AHL captain anyway. Gapter, Solberg, I'll bring you back as of right now for the AHL squad. Joseph, I am just give me a minute. McEwen, I'm going to move on from you. You can be a AHL guy for 1 year. Callie, maybe it's time to move on from you. I know I just said Callie. I mean, he has really good awareness. It's just the skating. The skating isn't there. I'm going to leave Morrison out for 1 year. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 guys already. 5. Cal would be 6. Yeah, let's bring him back for 1 year. A little bit extra depth down there in the AHL. Petrov, yeah, you can be an AHL guy. I don't want to bring you up, but you can be an AHL guy. And for that, I'll give you the max deal for an AHL guy. Why not? Winchester, obviously sign him. Let's go. Get him down there in the AHL. He might play in the juniors this year, actually. So that does suck. Card, I'm not going to sign you. Centerman, McBain, I'm going to release you. Parsons, I'm going to get rid of you. We're definitely looking for centerman this year. Barlow, he could be an AHL guy. Dominguez, it's time to move on from you. Crane, sign him immediately. He's probably going to play in the juniors this year. Yeah. And May, let's just sign you as well. All right. So right now we have 24 mil. Could absolutely look for another centerman because I'm going to move on from him, get a new third line. Right now we need a third and fourth line center. Barlow, Rempe could be one of the 5th centermen. Wingers, we have top 2. We just need a third and fourth liner for left wing, so these guys can all play in the AHL. Petrov could be the extra 5th. We got 4 right here. Well, right here, I'm going to bring up Villy as a grinder. Just give him some time to play in the NHL. Why not go? You can always be the fifth guy. Then we have guys to rotate in there. Defense, we have our 4, 5, 6, 7 right here. Joseph, excuse me. I want to bring you back. I mean, we have the money. I can just trade if I need be. All those guys are brought back. Johnston, I just want to see who's on free agency. Fantilli has 1 more year left on his deal, so there's that. I mean, we are going to get another $7 million next year after McDavid's contract's up with Chicago, so we have that. Let's just advance the days here. Boom. Okay, that's fine. I'll get 2 new AHL coaches. Scouts are here. And honestly, it should be right to free agency. Just one more double check. Make sure there's nobody that we want to re-sign. Nope, just a couple wingers that are available for a contract, but that's it. Coaches, we can get 2 new AHL coaches immediately. Let's take a look at the coaching staff, see who are new coaches. Let's go. Who are the new coaches? You got Bo Horvat and Matt Zuccarello. And honestly, Bo Horvat, you can come right in. If you want to be an NHL assistant or associate coach already, let's cut you in the AHL. Team's interested. Calgary already. Yeah, but the thing is, I can give him his max contract. Will he come here for the AHL, get your teeth cut in with us, and then goalie coaches, Richard Buzik? I'm probably butchering that, but let's have you as a AHL goalie coach. Why not? The best one available, give him his max contract. Though that's it for coaches. Now let's see who is on free agency. Start Bedard and Buse. I mean, they're both RFAs, so they will go back there. But Buse, that's kind of funny. He wants to he wants to come to us. But I mean, if you were like an Ovechkin, absolutely. But not a 5'10" who can't hit. Swayman, another old goalie. Kuka. Hey. You're on free agency, but you're an RFA. Unrestricted free agents. Who's available? We can get Swayman, who's also an 87 overall goalie. 916. He didn't have that. He hasn't had that good of years with Boston, so we are not going to do any of that. Corpuscello, I don't think there's any room for goalies here. Defenseman Drysdale is available, but he is an offensive defenseman. We cannot do that. As great as it would be, especially it was an 86 overall goalie. 86 overall at 8.5. That's at this point of the game, that is a absolute steal. Anybody else? We got Jacob. Was it Jacob Sanderson? Jack Sanderson. We could get him another Ottawa guy. Yeah, another Ottawa defenseman. I mean, he fits perfect in what we're trying to do here. I mean, honestly, I have the money for it. 4 teams are interested in him. He's not interested that much in us. We have Bowen Byram that we can get. He's a little bit on the older side. I mean, 30. He wants 6 years, which is absolutely not going to happen. Sanheim. We can get Sanheim for a year, put him down on the bottom lines. We'll come back. We'll come to that. Centerman. Who do we have available that we can get? We can get Sebastian Aho for a year. 20 mil. Never mind. Not for 20 mil. Beniers. Matty Beniers. I mean, we could get him. He's a second line. He wants 7 mil. There's 2 teams already interested in him. I mean, we really need just the third liners. Third liners for this team. Let's get Neighbors. Why not? Let's get him in here. Uh, we can do 2 years. 2 years at 4.25. Why not? He's accepted our offers. Welcome in, Jake Neighbors. Definitely that third line is going to be really good. We just need a third line center. Fourth liner, we can get an extra guy for possibly fourth line, two-way forward. Elliott, we can get. Oh, he's perfect. Perfect fourth liner who hits. What's his decent awareness? All right, we can work with that. We got a fourth liner. Boom, here we go. 1 year, 1.97. There we go. Elite guys, I mean, we can get Took. I mean, not really, because we already have our guys. Like, I am dead set on who we have. I don't want to load up this team. I kind of want to give the top players as much ice time as possible instead of trying to fit all these guys in here, because I feel when you overload the team, that's when it doesn't go very well, because there are too many high overalls trying to play. Now, Matt's Benstrom, yes, let's get him in here. Boom, he can be our fourth liner as well. High awareness on everything. That works out perfect. Any other guys that we can shift into the AHL squad here? Left-hand side. Low elite, two-way forward, already 20 years old. No. I mean, we do need left wingers. This guy can play both sides. I mean, he's a playmaker. Never mind. Let's get this guy in here. Why not? We need depth in the AHL anyway. Bring him in. We could get Cutter Gauthier. I mean, that kind of works out perfect. A second line center who is a power forward. Before thinking of any of that, we're bringing Nicholas Ramirez as a centerman, a grinder. Why not bring him in? I'm really thinking about this. Gauthier has a team interested in him. Who's that team? It is Philly. He does not want a full no movement clause, a modified trade clause. I could do that. How about this? 4 years, 10 mil. Let's negotiate with him. Why? I want. He wants to join our organization. Oh, Philly's giving him 4 years, 12.2. Whoa. I could do 4 years. I can improve the offer. Philly's giving him 4 years, 12.2. I'm going to have to give him an extra 3. That's 12.3. Thing is, if he's on a full no movement clause, I'm kind of stuck with that. Oh, but no clause whatsoever? Oh, that's perfect. I am going to offer him this, Cutter Gauthier. Offer it right now. He's accepted immediately right off the bat. Beautiful. So with that, actually, we can player search. Come over here for a forward player role. Let's see, third line scorer, power forward. Yeah, let's look for power forward. Boom. Let's search that, actually. Let's get this underway. Highest overall, Richie. I don't want to do that. Call him Richie. We can't. No, he's not a center. All right, there's no centers there. How about checking forwards? How about that? Just rob St. Louis of their best players. Why not? Actually, before if I do anything, Parsons, it's time to move on from him. Third rounder, now it's rejected for 2033. The draft that we have no picks in. Let's give a seventh for 34. Will they do it now? Trade accepted. We moved on from him, but this is what I'm looking at here. Yes, we got Guther, but he is going to be the second line center. We have, so it's first line, second line, third line, fourth line, second line center. So if we go here, McQueen's going first line. Fantilli, I honestly might just move down to the third line. That's why I kind of want to get rid of him. We still can try to get rid of him for another pick or so, but I could hold on to him just for injuries in case and use him in all the penalty kills and stuff like that, and he would be an extra person on there. We then will need a fourth line center. Right side, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right here. So there's that. Defenseman 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right here. 6 with Johnston, so we're keeping the same pair. Bring up somebody in the AHL, and then we have the same goalies. It's just, do I move on from Fantilli and bring in a true third liner? That is the only question. I have to re-sign him anyway this off season. I mean, I can give him the contract extension right now. Fantilli, he does not want to resign, so there's that, and he wants 7.4 for 1 year. Looking on free agency here, we go to centers. We go down to unrestricted free agents. We take a look. We got no Geeky. We can bring in. It's the same thing. He wants 4 years for 7.5, 86 overall. But the thing is, he has a bunch of X factors, but he's also a second liner. Or we go for Beck, Owen Beck. We could bring him in. Physical, same thing. But he is a true third liner. We could do that. We only have $5 million, so you know what? Let's see if we can try to bring in Owen Beck. Owen Beck, he wants 2 years. What about? You know what? I'll give him 2 years at 4.5. Let's start negotiations, though. I don't know why he doesn't like this organization. I'm going to ask about the organization. All right. Right now, your organization is first choice, but I'm willing to hear you out. Team stats, will that help us? Risky, persuade, organization. Come on. Let me persuade. Let's just get the contract. 2 years. 4.35. Improve offer. He's not going to tell me what he's getting. There we go. We improve it to that. Continue. 4.5 for 2 years. 4.75 for 2 years. Is he going to accept it? Owen Beck. He's going to take a few days. All right. That's the only thing I'm really worried about looking for. The only other thing I could do is, where is he? Hannafin, no. And Sanderson, I can't get as an extra defenseman, but honestly, I'm fine with that. Let's just see what we can get from these guys that we have for coaches. And Richard, he's accepted our contract. We're just waiting on Horvat and Owen. Horvat, he has accepted our contract. Beautiful. Owen Beck has gone to the Oilers. All right. So that, with that, Olivier Kapanen, I am going to sign him to be our fourth line centerman. I like his stats. It looks pretty well. So hopefully that simulates very well. And other than that, I am not going to go after anyone anymore. We have 5 mil, which is a good window to have with money. The only other person I would try to get is Sanheim, but that will max out our contracts. And honestly, he might drop in overalls, but I mean, I honestly think he would be perfect for that fourth line defenseman. So if he's here after another week, I will go after him. I'm going to wait to see if his price drops. That's the only other thing I'm thinking of doing, actually. So let's just see. All right, Sanheim is down to 1 year for 5 mil. 2 teams are interested in him. One of them is Vancouver. Let's see if we can get him for 4.75 1 year. Travis Sanheim. He has accepted our offer, so boom, we have that. We have about 1.5 to spare, but let's take a look at how this team is shaping up now. So across the boards, goalies, we have Thompson, Johansson, or Cracknell, depending on who is there. We have on the top line Schaefer, Backer, Fervey, Schneider, Sanheim, and Tuukka. And then Joseph will be the extra skater. Then we also have a pretty good D-core for the AHL team, which should absolutely help them and the coaches level up. Up here, we have our top 3 guys, and with Benstrom and Rajal moving him up to the NHL, offer him a contract. Does he want an extension? No, but he has accepted it anyway. So that is going to be depth guys here. Gunther is our second line center. So right now it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Petrov is down there in the AHL helping give us depth in the AHL team. And centerman, we got 1, obviously, 2, 3, 4, and in the system we have 5 with either Ramirez, Rempe, or Barlow. Any of these guys can come up and help us as well. So Remp also wants a new contract. Let's see what he wants. 1 year, 8.5, absolutely. There we go. With that, let's get right into the next season. Alrighty, I'm excited to take a look at the year 8 Stampede. But first, record books as of right now. This is what it looks like through 7 years, fully going into year 8. Will is now, still our top player, and years with Schneider, but he is now our goal leader, assist, and points as an active player, penalty minutes. Still Logan Thompson, and with shutouts. But all time, as you can tell, games played, Will. But goals, assists, and points are McDavid. 617 through 7 seasons with us is amazing. It just sucks that it was time to move on from him. I feel like just with this team and the direction, we could have kept him. Absolutely could have for 1 more year. But it's time to turn this team over to young guns. Kevin is still our goalie leader, with Skinner being our assist leader through 8 seasons. That's what it looks like. And as of all time with the NHL, this is what's looking like as of right now still. Games played, Ovechkin, Crosby, Pat Marleau. Goalie games, Bobrovsky is there. Ovechkin with goals, with Austin Matthews right there. Sidney Crosby with over 1,000 goals, which is crazy. Points, you have Gretzky still there. Crosby is second. Assists, that's what it looks like. Wins, Brodor's still up there, which is crazy. Shutouts still there. Mike Bossy, Gretzky with 100-point seasons. With McDavid trailing right behind him. So honestly, I'm surprised McDavid's not up there just yet with his career, but that's what it looks like. And that's this. Let's take a look at what Chicago looks like with him on that team, the Chicago Blackhawks. Well, obviously he's not in there right now. He's in the AHL, but this is a nasty team because Bedard is still on it. We're still in the preseason. So this is where we're going to leave it because we also have contracts to do. But this is what your year 8 Stampede looked like. Cutter is on the first line actually because it gives a +3 for right now. This is what I wanted to run it at, but right now this is what it looks like. Seneca. Do we have a couple Ducks on our team? Yes, we do. A couple Ducks, Bennett and Cutter on here. We have Patterson up on this first line. He is looking ridiculous. Only stat line that's holding him back. You'll think it's funny. He's 6'2", but the man has 75 skating. What is this? Everything else is almost pinned out to the max. He just has 75 skating. You can just get right around him, bounce him off the puck. So over the next year or so, I will be telling him to improve that. I should have done that in this past off season. I didn't forget. I just didn't do it. But McQueen's on the second line. He is getting as much ice time as possible, though. He will grow. He is on first line power play. Will is here on the second line, but he is also getting as much time as well. Neighbors, Fantilli. I put Bemstrom up here because, yes, he's a low elite, but his awareness and stats are looking good. I was going to put Johnston up there, but his defensive awareness is just low. So I put him on the fourth line with Kapanen and Elliott. So that should help him. But Neighbors, Fantilli, Bemstrom, a really deep team. The defense, this is where it's looking nice. We have a +5 finally on that top line. Matthew, I just have to ask him to fit in. There's a few people that need to fit in. Schneider, Sanheim, I put on the second line. I could also run it like this with Fairvey. So honestly, I might do that just for now. And then Sanheim and Ktuka, a really good team. Power play. The first line is looking nice. We have McQueen up there, Seneca. I can honestly just do it vice versa, but he's our only righty on here, so that's what we have. Finisher, I am going to put, there we go. Distributor, I don't know why it didn't do that. Patterson, where is he? There he is. He has good skills. Puck carrier, it could be Seneca. There it is. But the first PK is looking nice. Yes, there's no McDavid on there. This team would have looked crazy. He would have been right down the middle there, multiple 90s. The second power play is looking a little weak, but we still need to get guys situated on the team with chemistry. Penalty kill. This is where it's looking fantastic as well. +5 on the first line with Cutter, Will, Backer, and Schaefer in there. I'm just going over it. Seneca, I put on the second with Olivier, so not bad. And then third, we have this setup. I don't want to put any of the two young guys on the PK just in case it will mess with their plus-minus, especially with how many penalties we take. Thompson, he did lose his elite, so now he's a starting goalie, so his overall will be dropping throughout the season. He'd probably be losing X factors. That's to keep a notice on. But Kyle Cracknell is an 81. He's up here. He is a backup goalie. I'm going to give him his ice time as a backup goalie, and these are our scratched. So that's it. The AHL team is looking pretty nice as well. First line looking nice. Second line, Ramirez up to 77. So hopefully Goodyear will also help progress him just a little bit more. Ablocator up here. I could also do it like this. Offensive side is looking pretty nice. Defensive side looking deep. It's looking pretty good. I don't know why I did that, but it is what it is. And goalies, we still have Johansson. Kolsev is the backup, so AHL team is looking nice. And we have a new captain of the team. The new captain of the Birmingham Stampede is Will. It only makes right. He was one of our top guys from the very beginning. It's good to have him on as a captain. Seneca is the alternative, and the other alternative is Schneider because, I mean, they've been here since the beginning. So it's only right to give it to them. Hopefully they will help us through to the future of this team, transitioning into the future. And I mean, if you look at it through contract wise, our top guys, I mean, yeah, Will's 29 and he's still a 90 overall, which is crazy. It's been amazing. It's the highest I've ever been able to keep a top 6 forward. We have Schaefer with Seneca, Gutierrez for a couple seasons, Claxton, Patterson. Both of these guys are young. Fantilli, this is where the contracts come in. I mean, we got McQueen at 4.7 for another 3 years. Hopefully that grows. But this is where contracts come in as well. I don't have space for Fantilli, especially because, I mean, I've tried to give him as much ice time. It just didn't grow past an 86. He wants 10 mil, so possible depending on how this team is at the trade deadline. Schneider, I do want to keep him for a couple more seasons. He doesn't want any trade clauses or anything. He just wants 7 mil. So he is 30. There's that. Sanheim will be releasing on Johnston. I want to give him a contract right now. Just like 4 years. This 4 years seems to be the window of what we have. 4 years at 2.6. I will be giving that to him. There's no rush. He will get through that. Tuca, same thing with him. Low elite. I'm hoping he can grow. I don't mind giving him a 1 year, 3.1 mil deal. So we'll do that. But yeah, that's where we're heading right now. A couple big contracts coming up. So let me know what you think about that. Thompson, I'm not worried about him. He's got 3 years left on his deal. I will literally give him away for a 7th rounder, and I will give them an extra pick. He will just be like a cap dump just to help. I mean, this 29 teams, I'll give him to a team that he will be starting in. So we have that. We have 0.3 mil left in our salary to bring and call up people as well. But this is where I will sim just past preseason. But this is how our team's looking. Johnston accepts his deal. Let me know what you think, how you feel about this team. I feel pretty good about this team. Yeah, there's no McDavid, there's no Kachuk, but we have players that are going to grow, who are not on the decline, who will help us with this team getting it into the future, transitioning. I mean, we're in year 8. There's only a couple more seasons with this. I mean, it's been going for a while. 10 years is kind of much. So that's where I'm thinking we got a couple more seasons with it. That's why I did that big trade, because the move is now. So that's why I did that. Blackhawks, do they have the lineup in there? Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Look at that nasty first line. McDavid, Bedard, and Marner on that top line. If they don't get 130 points this season, it's broken. McDavid's at 1,692 points in his career. What's Bedard at 26? Only 740, so that is going to help him out. I mean, there's 2 playmakers alongside of Bedard. He should go off this year. That's why I made that trade. So it looks like it's going to work out for them. Boston, how are they looking? I mean, yeah, that's their top line. They don't really have much after that, but that's why I made that trade with them as well. They did get Jake Sanderson, so they have decent defense. And where are they? Canadians, I'm just interested in this team. That's a nasty top 6. Not much depth, but that's a nasty top 6. That defensive core is just filthy. Beyond filthy. Goalies, what do they have? So, yeah, they have a couple good goalies there. Keeping an eye on the other guy they drafted, the Patrick Waugh-like player. And then, where are they? The St. Louis Blues, how are they looking? Decent top 6. I mean, they have a decent roster all across the board. Rasmus Anderson is their guy. See, that's why I traded away. Top 4. I mean, yeah, do they not have a top defenseman? Did we take him? Yeah, they do have Mackenzie Blackwood, and they do have extra picks. So there is that. Who's scratched with them? All right, whatever. That's where it is. That's where I'm leaving it. Let me know what you think. If you made it this far in the episode, I really appreciate it. I will see you in the next one. Until then, enjoy the rest of your day. Like I said, leave a like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more of this. There's only a couple more seasons of this series, so hop in now before it's over. The next team I'm doing, it's my favorite team. It's time to do one of those. It's time to do a full rebuild of it. So another 10 season GM mode, but enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for everything. I will see you around. Peace out.